Skibidi Toilet, a popular YouTube series in which humanoid CCTVs fight off in a war against porcelain centaurs. And it's really the only time you can mention CCTV and toilets in the same sentence without being put on a watch list. Skibidi Toilet is especially popular amongst the youth, but not all the youth, because today we're going to be talking about skibidi phobia. Skibidi phobia is a term to describe the fear of skibidi toilet, and it's actually a lot more common than you think. Children from across the world suffer from skibidophobia, and children that have been diagnosed with skibidophobia, self-diagnosed of course, fear that a skibidi toilet will pop out of the toilet when they try and poop and it'll kill them, causing thousands of kids worldwide to be too scared to even begin the very important process of potty training. And if children are scared of toilets now, wait until they hear about Elvis. So let's dive in and take a look at this unfortunate phenomenon known as skibidophobia. On r/parenting, a parent said this: "My son is 3 years old and we've been trying to potty train him for a while now. Unfortunately, we've hit a major roadblock: his fear of the skibidi toilet." You might be wondering what a skibidi toilet is, and honestly, I had no idea either until we encountered it. From what I've gathered, skibidi toilet is basically a new genre of YouTube video about evil singing toilets. Basically think zombies, but instead they're toilets that sing in your face. I was fine to let my son watch the videos at first, as they seemed innocent enough and fairly harmless, but they soon devolved into strange post-apocalyptic material with grotesque toilets fighting in a war against mankind. So I finally intervened and cut him off. Here's an idea: take away the iPad and give him some blocks. He's fucking 3. 40 years from now, iPad babies are gonna be in charge of foreign affairs and shit like that. So give them a little time. Give them some time for their brain to develop. You don't want to be living in a world where iPad babies have fucking access to nuclear buttons. I thought that was the end of it. He can't watch the videos anymore, so there's nothing to be afraid of. Well, I was wrong. This has since turned into a complete nightmare for us at home. We recently started potty training and he refuses to use the toilet now due to skibidi toilet. Whenever we try to put him on it, he screams and he refuses to go anywhere near it. Imagine the whole time this kid wasn't even scared of skibidi toilet and it turns out there was just a giant log of shit in the toilet. We've tried explaining that skibidi toilet isn't real and our toilet is completely safe, but it seems like it's too overwhelming for him. We even let him decorate it with stickers, hoping it would make him a little bit less afraid, but no luck so far. It utterly breaks my heart to see him so anxious about such a simple thing that every child goes through. This kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys had the same experience as me, but when I was a kid, I saw a spider in my toilet one time, and then probably for the next few weeks, I was deathly afraid that a spider was gonna crawl up my asshole while I was taking a shit. So I kind of relate to these little kids. I'm not sure how to proceed from here. Should we give him more time and hope that he warms to the toilet? Or is it better to try a completely different approach? Different approach, like shitting in the woods? So what other approaches are there here? I mean, you could build an outhouse, maybe. Put the kid up for adoption, perhaps. The choices are few here. I know every child is different, but has anybody else experienced something similar? How did you deal with skibidi toilet in your household if you encountered it? And there are many posts like this. It's a problem that parents across the world are facing, but luckily, some users provided solutions to the problem that may or may not be helpful. One of these interesting solutions was get a plumber, have him replace your toilet with a non-skibidi one, have your child observe him replacing the current toilet with a new one, have him interact with the plumber, and have the plumber fully aware of the situation. Perhaps that method might work. Actually, not a bad idea, though. I kind of like that. Unfortunately, now there's a new obstacle, which is explaining what a skibidi toilet is to a 57-year-old man with a flip phone. And in response to that potential solution, someone said, okay, but this doesn't really seem to be a reasonable solution for new parents. Last time my family replaced our toilet, it was pretty expensive. Also, from what I know about skibidi toilet, all toilets are possessed somehow. Okay, so I didn't know that. So imagine paying $600 for a toilet replacement only to find out that that did nothing. Because all toilets are possessed. That would break me. You'd see me giving that kid a swirly at that point. Well, if all toilets are possessed, then the kid is f***ed regardless alongside the parents. And yes, that would be a pointless solution. Fair point. There are a lot of these posts. This is not like a one-time thing. This has been posted many times, many different parents experiencing the same thing, the same problem. Bro scared the G-man will pop out of the toilet and kill him. Lock the child in the bathroom. Either the Skibidi toilet kills him or he on the Skibidi toilet. This guy gets it. A good old-fashioned fight to the death. This motherfucker doesn't know that Skibidi toilets can be defeated by flushing. True, the real problem here is that the parents don't know the Skibidi lore well enough to logically explain how flushing the toilet should in fact prove that the Skibidi is dead. So I didn't know that either. So I don't even know if this is correct, but I'm just reading it because the guy said it confidently, so I believe him. Dumb little iPad Timmies is what they are. I'm a part of the older Gen Alpha, 2010 to 2014, the non-toddler Gen Alphas, and I feel like an 80-year-old man due to these ass slang terms my classmates use. Bro, you're 10. You just turned double digits. Why are you on Reddit? So we live in a society where little kids know about Skibidi toilet before they can use the toilets themselves. That's something to chew on right there. That's something to think about. Kill him. It's the only way. Okay, these solutions, they're becoming less and less, or more and more practical, depending on, I guess, your moral compass. Another post says, hello, fellow r/parenting crew, looking for some advice. A little while ago, our 4-year-old caught a brief clip of the Skibidi toilet character, and on top of that, kids in her kindergarten class also talk about it at recess. Now she is absolutely terrified to sit on the toilet by herself, will not go at school at all, which has led to accidents, and at home will only use a training potty with me or my wife sitting on the toilet beside her. Anyone have any tips or tricks to help us help her overcome this fear? To which one of the more popular replies was, would he be into a concept like anti-monster spray that some parents do for kids who think there's monsters under the bed? Like you could have a little spray bottle and have him spray it in the bathroom before he goes. One of the kids I babysat got shown a video of Slender Man back when that was a thing, and we made anti-Slenderman spray. I can honestly see Mr. Beast and Logan Paul teaming up and dropping something like this. Like, drink our Prime, eat our Lunchly, and when you shit it out, use our anti-Skibidi spray, only $79.99. It'll save your life. But I will say, even though the affliction of having a child who's afraid to potty train because of Skibidi toilet seems like an unbreakable curse, worse than the brand of the sacrifice on Guts' neck, there may be hope. As this user said, oh my god, I'm so sorry. My son went through this, but at age 5, it took him almost a year of him having to have us there while he went to the bathroom. I literally was gonna lose my mind. We had to constantly reassure him that nothing was going to hurt him or come out of the toilet, etc. That's just iPad parent karma though, because if you choose to shove a tablet in your child's face as a form of parenting, you made your bed, okay, now you gotta lie in it. What kind of turned the corner for us was when I gave him a bunch of things to flush down the toilet so he could stand there and throw something in and watch it go down, as we talked about how things only go down, they don't come up. So we tried flushing things like a Cheerio or a chocolate chip. Then we talked about all of the times that he went to the toilet and nothing ever happened. It took a while to rebuild his confidence. So it looks like this person has an anecdote where they found something that worked and it cured their kid of the fear of Skibidi toilet, skibidophobia, you could say. So if you're a parent who's introduced Skibidi toilet to your child too early, try flushing some shit down the toilet and see if that works, because that is looking like the only logical solution at this point in time. Maybe researchers will do some studies on this in the future and there will be a new pharma pill, perhaps, that you can slip into Timmy's Cheerios that'll help him with the fear of Skibidi toilet. But until then, maybe just be an attentive parent. Don't shove an iPad down your child's face for 14 hours a day. I don't know, just a suggestion. But that is all. I just thought this was a very interesting phenomenon that I wanted to share with you guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.